Welcome to the panel on schema and value vocabularies for consistency, using schema and value vocabularies to provide consistency across structured content. I will be your moderator today. I'm Joseph Bush, the founder and principal analyst at Taxonomy Strategies, and have been a longtime participant in the Dublin Core Metadata Initiative. We're very fortunate to have an amazing panel for this discussion, including Heather Hedden, a taxonomy consultant who has worked in information management for 30 years, initially with the library vendor Gale. She has also been employed as a taxonomist at companies including Cengage, Semantic Web Company, and Enterprise Knowledge. Currently, she's improving the taxonomies for Northern Light, a competitive intelligence vendor. Leif Erikson, a content strategy consultant for businesses with outdated technical documentation practices. He helps organizations modernize their content strategy so they can focus on their next innovation. He has expertise in metadata, search, optimization, and content operations. Nazar Bano, a leader in content strategy and user experience. He's a pioneer in audience journey mapping and adaptive content modeling for delivering personalized omni-channel experiences. His clients include Pfizer, Moderna, Microsoft, IKEA, Eli Lilly, MasterCard, Barclays Bank, and the National Geographic Society. Peter Winstanley is an ontologist on the Semantic Arts team. He was an editor of the W3C Data Catalog Vocabulary Recommendation, a former interoperability specialist with the UK government Linked Data and Data Architects working groups, and the European Commission Join-Up and SEMIC Semantic Technologies community. He is currently co-chair of the W3C Dataset Exchange Working Group. An application profile defines a specific set of requirements, settings, and metadata for a particular application to ensure compatibility and functionality. The profile adapts general standards or frameworks to meet the needs of a specific use case, for example, using Dublin Core for bibliographic description and FOF, or friend of a friend, for named entity properties, rather than specifying a whole schema from scratch. In the context of application profiles, there are two kinds of vocabularies: concept schemes, like metadata schemas, and semantic schemes, which are controlled vocabularies, including taxonomies, thesauri, and ontologies. Concept schemes structure the how of information, defining the elements and rules for metadata, while semantic schemes, such as taxonomies and thesauri, provide a consistent set of terms to describe the what of information in a structured way. Concept schemes. The purpose of concept schemes is to define the types and structures of metadata used for describing a collection of resources. For example, Dublin Core is a well-known concept scheme that provides a standard set of metadata elements for describing digital resources. Concept schemes are prescriptive, outlining how information should be organized and presented to ensure interoperability. The purpose of semantic schemes is to provide a controlled set of terms and relationships for describing the content itself, ensuring consistency and clarity. For example, taxonomies organize concepts into hierarchical is-a or part of relationships, creating a structured tree for concepts. Thesauri are a type of controlled vocabulary that includes preferred terms, synonyms, variant terms, broader terms, narrower terms, and related terms. Authority files are controlled vocabularies specifically used for authoritative lists of names of people, organizations, places, and other named entities. Ontologies are more complex semantic schemes that define concepts and their relationships with greater specificity than a thesaurus or a taxonomy. Semantic schemes aim to unify meaning and improve information retrieval by ensuring that terms are used consistently and unambiguously across a collection. A W3C application profile is a specification that defines a particular way of using one or more base specifications to achieve a specific function or interoperability goal within a community of practice. An application profile doesn't create entirely new web standards, but rather specifies how existing W3C recommendations like RDF, SCOS, or DCAT should be used in a particular context. This might involve limiting the use of certain features, requiring specific data types or vocabularies, or defining how different specifications interact. The primary goal of an application profile is to facilitate out-of-the-box interoperability between different systems or applications within a defined domain. By adhering to a common profile, developers can ensure that their implementations can seamlessly exchange information and interact with each other. Application profiles are often developed to address the specific needs of a particular community or industry sector. For example, a profile might be created for sharing learning resource metadata, such as LRMI, for creating Dublin Core applications, such as DC App, for tabular Dublin Core application profiles, DC TAP, or for sharing knowledge organization systems, NCOS App. Here's a list of the resources where you can get details about what was just discussed. And here are some questions which we're going to discuss in the following panel discussion. Thank you very much.